today.
Okay, I think I want to be respectful of your time. So
Yeah.
while other participants, are joining, I can just quickly give a small introduction and then I can hand over to Thomas. This is a back to school webinar to just make sure you're in the right session. We will be covering advanced placement today, our programs in advanced placement, and the session is going to run for an hour. If you are looking to be in another session, let us know in the chat box. I can send you the recording for another session. I know sometimes, you've just registered and you're like, oh no, this is not the session I had to be in. So just to make sure you're in the right session, this session is for advanced placement. Thanks for your time and thank you for being here. I'm your host and my name is Sarah Shuja. I'm a marketing manager at McGraw Hill. I'll be in the background to support you. If you have any questions, if you face any technical difficulties, please do let me know. Happy to support you along the way. There is a common question that comes up during the recent webinars that we've done is my screen is black. I can't see the presenter's screen. It has always almost worked if you log out of Zoom and try to log back in. They seem to have seen, they can then see the screen. So if you are seeing the screen blank at any point during the webinar, please try to log out and get back in. And off the back of that, I don't think Thomas leads an introduction, but I'm really happy to have him here with us. He has 7 years of experience at McGraw Hill. I think that would be 8 by now, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm nearing 8 now. Yeah. Yeah.
And 10 years of experience as a high school classroom. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Absolutely.
We've always enjoyed your sessions when you've done a webinar for us in the past.
You're so kind. Can I share now? Is it my turn to share?
Of course, yes. Just hang on. Just give me a minute.
No.
This session is being recorded. There are a few questions that come in all the time. I just want to make sure I address them, and they never get old. So we will get the recording of the session. So hang on, you will get it in your email after the session is over. So I think you'll have it by tomorrow, and you will also be getting a certificate as well after the record with the email, that is. And we want to keep this as interactive as possible. Please chat with us, introduce yourself, use the chat box, use the Q&A box to ask any questions. We're happy to take them towards the end of the session, or Thomas can just pick up during the session as well. But feel free to pop them in the Q&A box that's on your right-hand side and use the chat box to interact with the presenter. And yes, at this point, I can stop sharing my screen. Sorry, Thomas, I've taken like 5 minutes or more of your time.
No worries. It is always an honor when I get asked to come present to your region. It is early in the morning, but I don't hate it because I get to talk about our awesome solutions. So I want to show you first and foremost all of our AP, also our honors and electives. So we have some really great advanced placement offerings, but what some people don't know so at McGraw Hill, I'm the national AP honors and elective specialist. So really the college readiness specialist for the United States. And I get called the AP guy. But what some people don't fail to realize is that about 50% of what I represent across the country is also in that honors and that elective space. So just be thinking in your head, if you or your colleagues, we have some really great solutions that are not advanced placement, but they're outside of that core kind of track of biology, chemistry. There might be environmental science or zoology or some of those other tracks. So on the screen you see in front of you, AP Biology by Mater, super popular. And then Chang Chemistry, AP Chemistry. These are both incredibly new. This is one thing I'll say to all the teachers that are logged in. If McGraw Hill has an AP course, it aligns 100% to the College Board framework and standards. I want you to hear that. It aligns 100% with the standards. There are other companies that grab a book, any book, slap the letters AP on the cover, shove it out the door, and cross their fingers and hope that it kind of aligns, or maybe aligns like 60%, 70%, and push the work on the teachers. But what I hear over and over from teachers is the work has been done. You've done the work. I don't have to do the work to make this book align for my kids. And that is powerful for time savings, and it's powerful for your kids to be successful on the exam. So AP Bio, AP Chem, we'll move forward. This is that page I was talking about. So none of this stuff on this page is AP, but I just want your wheels to be turning. This is the electives titles. Maybe you have some of these at your schools. This is the #1 anatomy and physiology book in the nation, in the US. Whole's Essentials. This is Whole's Human, 2 zoology offerings, a semester course, a full year course, a plant biology course, marine science, astronomy, this brand new environmental science book. Teachers, I don't know if you teach environmental science at your schools. This book, I've worked here 8 years, and this book is electric. We cannot keep it in stock. The teachers are freaking out at how incredibly current the science is. They're freaking out at the language support, the differentiated instruction, the powerful pacing guides, the case studies, the unit projects, the modeling activities, the career connections. How can I use this in my life to have a job? This environmental science is on fire. This is an honors environmental science, which is also very powerful, but it's a higher level, and a human genetics book. And then this is our social studies or our humanities, AP US, AP World History, AP Government, AP Econ, AP Psychology, AP Human Geo, which, by the way, if you look here, 2023 update, saw several ELA teachers, like English teachers on the chat. This is our AP Lang and Comp. That's the #1 AP course out of all 39 AP courses. It's the #1. We're super proud of this book. I got to train this all over the world, the Department of Defense, to over 2,000 students worldwide. I trained it in the Middle East. I trained it in Germany. I trained it in Japan. I trained it all over the world. Really exciting for that course. And then these are our honors and electives titles: African American History, Honors US History, brand new sociology, and a public speaking book. So my real goal of today is to go live. I want to show you resources, but I made a tool for you, and I made a tool. Let me go into that tool. I made a tool just for y'all, and they're going to be able to share it if you email and reach out to them. So I made a science tool, and I made a humanities tool. So I'm going to really focus, they're both the same, by the way. So I call these a Padlet, and I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but it allows me, Thomas, to make you a website and then share it with you. So I made this website, this Padlet, and the team, the MEA, is going to be able to share it with you. And it allows you full access to really review, really dig in, roll up your sleeves, and review these courses on your own. So I'll just look at biology here. And when you click on this tile, it takes you to a teacher review site where you get to look at how the book lays out, what the AP features are, the full AP correlation. We added virtual labs, a full, it's like a 12-minute presentation that tells you all the resources that you get, okay? So then after you do that, you can email Team MEA and they can get you digital access, okay? The same here is for Chang, any of those honors and electives titles. And then we did one for all the humanities titles as well. And you can really dig in and explore. And then if you want digital or further access, you can email the team right here, marketing.mea, and you can have further access to really review those digital resources. So I'm ready to go live. I want to show you, when you get in and you get digital access, what you're going to be able to see and what you're going to have access to. So here I've logged into the national demo site for AP Honors and Electives. I've logged into the science one, and there's a separate one for humanities. I find when I log in, usually to these webinars, there's quite a science focus, but the humanities one has its own site too, where all of the social studies sites will be listed. And this has one copy of every science title in the AP Honors and Electives world that we have. So you'll notice Mater AP Biology, you'll notice Chang AP Chemistry, that rock star environmental science I was talking about, astronomy, marine, they're all here, zoology, et cetera, et cetera. We'll focus on AP Biology today. Guess what, teachers? All of our courses look, feel, act, operate exactly like what I'm about to show you. So if you're like, Thomas, I don't like biology. That's not the course I teach. I teach this other course. Why are you showing me biology? It's totally cool, teachers. You could go look at your other course. You could go look at Langenkamp. You could go look at AP World History. You could go look at any other course, and it will look, it will feel, it will act, it will operate exactly like what I'm about to show you. So have no fear. So I'm going to log into AP Biology. I just clicked the book cover, and I'm on the dashboard. Okay. I don't really want to train you today because that's not what today is. Over here, teachers, is some classroom maintenance items, right? And I don't need to go into those things with you today. Here's your grade book. Here's creating assignments. Here's where you would roster your students. Here's where you would create your exams, okay, under assessments. I'm going to walk you through some other powerful tools, okay? I'm going to show you those things so you can know how to explore those things on your own. And those things are kind of over here on the right side, these colorful tiles. The first thing I want to show you is the teacher manual, because that's the first thing you're really kind of mostly interested in, right? And rightfully so. So whenever you see teachers, any red tile, it means teacher manual, okay? And you should click on it. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to open the full teacher manual. I'm going to go ahead and open it full screen so we have more visible space. This is the full teacher manual to AP Bio, okay? And the one thing I want you to see is that it has been unitized to line up to the latest College Board framework. Those of you familiar and who have attended an APSI and know the unitization of the latest College Board alignment for AP Bio know that they have unitized, okay? And ours book is fully unitized, okay? And now it's going to show you how to use your teacher manual at the beginning. There's a chapter opener, okay? There's teaching strategies and approaches. Ooh, teachers, I love this. Misconceptions and pitfalls. So helpful. Suggested activities, right? And we're going to give you a lot of those. We tend to give you 2, 3, 4 activities. So you as a teacher get to pick what you like. EL strategies, that is language strategies to help support kids that might be struggling language learners, English language learners, okay? And you'll see there's beginning, right? There's oral language development intermediate. That is a helpful tool for those kids that might be struggling with language. There's answer to end of chapter questions, and on and on and on. Now, I'm going to go deep in this teacher manual, and this is what I want you to see. Look here, I'm in chapter 19, pacing guide, half a class, full class, chapter resources, strategies, day 1, day 2, misconceptions, suggested activities, study strategies, answer to end of chapter questions. It's all there. Really powerful resource, okay? Next thing I want to show you, full correlation. Thomas, does this align to the latest College Board framework? Yes, it does. This is a 48-page document that shows you where the learning objective, the enduring understanding, where it is in the book, and the page number it happens on. Okay, and this is for all of our AP books. Okay, it is right here for AP Chem, for AP US, AP World, AP Gov, AP Econ. It is right here. The teacher manual is right here. Now this book, these science books have a couple extra things sometimes. So we have fully virtual labs. Need you to hear that. Fully virtual labs. They are incredible. They are labs that you can assign where every Bunsen burner, every chemical, every reagent, every pipette, everything is virtual. They are good if you're out of money. They're good if a kid is absent. They are good if you want to give bonus work, if you want to challenge a group of kids that have already finished their regular day's work, right? And this shows you how to assign them. And this is a correlation of all the labs we have and how they correlate to AP Bio. Because here's the thing, teachers, there are hundreds of them, and you can't do all of them. So we tried to filter them down to tell you which ones are best for AP Bio. Okay, so here they are listed, the ones that we thought were good for biology. Okay, so this is how to assign them, and this is the correlation to this course. Now, teachers, sometimes you feel, I don't know how to use this resource. I have this really cool resource, and what do I do? I created a website, me personally, and I had McGraw Hill load it inside of your course. It's right here, digital teacher support. And this is, I'm going to open it bigger. I'm going to make it bigger. This is my name right here. This is my name. I made this. It's a Padlet again. And I had anything and everything teachers would ever need to know how to do. Smartbook, assignments, tests, quizzes, grades, grade books, Google Classroom, Google Translate. Okay, so if you share, we are a Google for Education partner. You literally can do every test, every quiz, every reading assignment. Everything can be pushed out through Google Classroom. If you are a full Google Classroom integrated teacher, everything we do can, will, does fully integrate through Google, and it grades over there and it pushes back into your grade book. It's really, really powerful. And this column shows you how to do that. Google Translate, the ebook will translate into 109 languages instantly. Okay, so some really powerful tools there. Now, let me see. So this is a really helpful tool for teachers. Now, I kind of buried the lead. This top left tile is not 9 videos that are all 3 to 7 minutes long. And they are brand new teacher trainings, videos that I did to help a brand new teacher know how to do every discrete thing. How to create a test, 4 minutes. How to print a test, 5 minutes. How to assign a test digitally, 5 minutes. How to explore the ebook, 4 minutes. How literally every single thing you need to know how to do is all right here in this on-demand training series. So we're trying, this is my thing, I've worked here 8 years, and I'll come back in year 2 or year 3, and some teachers were really using our stuff like rock stars, and some teachers weren't. And I thought in my head, how do I make it bite-sized? How do I make it easy? How do I make it, I wanted teachers to be able to stop a video and go try a thing, stop a video and go try a thing. And so that's what this is all about for me. That's what this is all about for me. Do we have any questions or anything that have come up before? I want to go into the Smartbook, and the Smartbook is a game changer. I'm about to show you a tool that you can use with your kids that is going to change your grades. It's going to change the retention. It's going to change the data that you get. It is a big deal. But before I go into that, I wanted to stop for questions.
There is one, Thomas, if I can raise. Does McGraw Hill also cater for AP English Literature and Composition and AP English Language and Composition? That's the only question we have.
Yeah. So our Art of Voices for Lang and Comp, we do have Actively Learn. And Shrish, do you know Actively Learn? Yes or no?
I don't.
Yeah. So we recently bought a company maybe a year ago. I actually just got a flyer about it. I just got a flyer about it that I can share with you. It's really, really, really cool. So it's for AP Lit. Now, it's a fully online program, but I briefly read, this is the thing I love about Actively Learn for Lit, because you Lit teachers, and you know who you are, I'm pointing at the camera. You guys like to teach your way, and you don't want a publisher to tell you, here's a book and you got to do it our way. You want access to a big library, and you want to like mix and match and do your thing. And that's exactly what Actively Learn is. Actively Learn is an access to full library of tons, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. And you get to pick the books you want, and they're classics, and they're books we all know in the canon of literature. And then they come with lessons. Every book comes with lessons, and you get to pick the books you want. And then you get to like, it's kind of like a mix and match, plug and play thing. Now it's fully virtual, but they come with these just amazing resources. And so I will share with, let me write this down so I don't forget. I will share the Actively Learn AP Lit flyer with Sharish, so she has access to that. It's really, really cool. When I saw the Actively Learn piece, when we bought Actively Learn a year and a half, 2 years ago, my wheels started going, holy smokes, AP teachers are going to freak out. It is incredibly, it's exactly what the name says, active, right? It's do, stop, build, design, create, interact. The whole class is talking about a video. The whole class is talking about, they're all, it's very active. It's very active. It's very cool. And I think, and it's very sophisticated thinking, which is what we're trying to get those Lit kids to do. So stay tuned. You're going to be impressed. That was a great question. That kind of got me excited. So the ebook is right here. The ebook is right here. And I don't want to go into a training, but all teachers, when you go into a course, click right here and you guys can look at your ebook. Okay, right at your fingertips. You can go forward pages. You can go backwards pages. You can watch this. Everyone be watching my screen. You can jump in the book anywhere you want. You want to jump to chapter 12? Boom. Now I'm in chapter 12. Okay, so forward pages, backward pages, click the pancakes. Okay, stack of pancakes is what I call it. And you can jump anywhere in the book. Boom. And boom, now we're in a different chapter. So you can highlight, you can underline, you can annotate, highlight, underline, annotate, speaker functionality. The book can be read to the student. The book works on an app. It's called the Read Anywhere app. It's one word, read anywhere, read anywhere. And really, really powerful. The app works without internet. Once they download the book at school, they can read it at home with no internet. The highlighting, the underlining, the note-taking, all of that, really powerful. So buckle your seatbelts. Are you ready? Because this is the most powerful component. It is called Read Anywhere. It's called Smartbook. And I'm going to pull up this flyer. So we have a component in all of our products, not just AP, called Smartbook. And it is an adaptive piece to help support all your learners. But I really say it's to help your struggling kids that signed up for the class that maybe aren't just quite ready yet. Okay, so I'm gonna back up and slowly explain it to you, and then I'm gonna show it to you from a student's perspective, and then I'm gonna show it to you from a teacher's perspective. So Smartbook is an assignable version of the ebook that you teachers get to assign the learning objectives that you want the students to focus on. So you assign reading, and you get to highlight in yellow the learning objectives you want the kids to focus on. Now, it's very easy. You're not going to go through their book like this. It's literally click, 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 click. It's very easy. I'll show you. And while the kids are reading, it's got yellow highlighting. And then about every 9 to 15 minutes, they're stopped and asked to answer questions based on what they've been reading. And then based on their answers, they will either get mastery, they'll get credit for mastering that subject, that learning objective, or they will not get mastery and they'll be asked to go back in the book, and it will change the highlighting color to a blue to say, hey, Mr. and Mr. Student, Mr. and Mrs. Student, you got this wrong. We need to reread that concept because you're struggling, okay? This is what I love about Smartbook. Sharice is very smart at AP Bio. I just can tell. It's in her bones. She's just so good at AP Bio. She can do AP Bio Chapter 3 in 30 minutes. But Thomas is struggling. I'm struggling over here. And I need help. I need guidance. I need support. I need prescriptive highlighting. I need to be asked that question in multitude different ways. So teachers, that question is going to be asked of me in about 15 different ways. That's totally fine. I'm going to get 100. Sharice is going to get 100. Powerful stuff. Each kid is getting the time, energy, support, scaffolding, prescriptive highlighting at the time and at the moment they need it. And a kid who gets it quick and answers it quick and masters the information quick gets 100, and that's great. And the kid who's a little slower and needs a little more time, energy, effort, and reading, they also get 100. So every kid has the ability to get a full credit, a full 100. It is their choice to not get 100. So what I want you to see is, now I want you to see an assignment. So I made an assignment before this class, before our class together today. I made a membrane and structure function Smartbook assignment. So we're going to go in and look at it from a student's perspective. This is teachers, AP teachers. If you already are AP teachers, keep in mind, this is, you have assigned reading, and you're going to get a report back that says who read, what they read, how long they read, what they get, what they don't get, what they're confused by. Really, really powerful data. So this is the first thing a student is approached with. You have 58 minutes of reading, and there's 32 concepts that you need to master by the due date. We're going to start with reading. The first thing I want you to notice is that it's like an ebook. Okay, it is an ebook because it is an ebook, but it's highlighted in yellow because you highlighted some things. So this is highlighted in yellow because you highlighted some things that you wanted them to focus on. Okay, you wanted them to focus on this because you thought, oh, I love this. This is another thing. Look at, there's videos. I don't think I have my sound sharing on.
Sodium potassium pump is an active transport mechanism.
Yeah.
Three
There's
sodium
videos embedded in the book, which is really powerful. So this yellow highlighting, you did that. Okay, you did this yellow highlighting. And now we're going to go to questions. Look at this. Ooh, I love reading this. Listen to this, teachers. Listen to this. Make progress by completing concepts. The number of questions you get will vary depending on your needs. Are you hearing this? Every kid is going to get an individualized number and amount and order of questions. That is adaptive, personalized learning. Awesome. Hey kids, it's okay if you get questions wrong. You still get 100 if you get them right by the due date. What? I'm not going to get punished as long as I keep reading, keep answering? What? That's awesome. And last, submit your answers by submitting your confidence level. So which of the following is not one of the opioid receptors? This, I'm very confident. I got it wrong. Look at what it does. It gives me immediate correct answer. And then I go back in the book and look at what it does. It highlights it in blue to bring psychological awareness to that answer. To the next question, boom. This answer, blah, 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 I'm going to get it wrong. I'm very confident. Look at what it just did, teachers. This is so powerful. Before moving on, you must review a resource for this question. Let me translate that for everybody. You've been guessing. you got to read the book. Was that a good translation? I think it was. The Smartbook knows this kid is just clicking, clicking, clicking. You've been guessing. You've got to read the book. So do you see the questions are grayed out? I can't answer questions. I have to go read the book because the Smartbook knows this kid's just trying to go forward, go forward, go forward. I worked with a teacher in Florida a couple weeks ago. She told me her son was working on a Smartbook assignment for college, and he was doubled over his computer kind of in fake tears, right? Like, like kind of fake crying. And she said, "What's going on?" And he said, "The Smartbook is pausing me. It won't let me move forward." And he said, this is my favorite part. Listen to this. "I think I have to read, and I think I have to learn, and I think I have to answer the questions." And I just broke out laughing because I said, we have won. We have broken your son's spirit. That is the goal. We want them to read and to learn and to answer the questions. So this is exactly what Smartbook is intended to do. It's trying to pump the brakes. It's trying to slow them down. It's trying to force them to read in a loving way and to get the information to soak in. And it's through those answering of questions. Any questions about Smartbook?
Not that I see. Any questions, let us know.
Yeah. Any questions about Smartbook? It is a game changer. The other thing I want to say about Smartbook is that think about this, teachers, flipped classroom model. Flipped classroom model. Oftentimes my AP teachers use it as a, you read it at home. One chapter a week. AP teachers tend to do one chapter a week. Chapter 5 is due next week. You come in and we're going to go. I worked with a teacher who told me she used Smartbook and she said the academic vocabulary in the room shifted. She said she taught 17 years and she'd never had the words that students were using in front of her be so sophisticated and so elevated as when she used Smartbook. It is a big deal. So I want to show you. I was working with a teacher yesterday and she said, "Oh, this looks cool, but I bet it's really hard to do." And I just want to assure you it is super easy. So I want to do a Smartbook assignment in front of you. So a Smartbook assignment is an assignment. I click assignment. I click add assignment. I click Smartbook right here. But watch, teachers, do you see virtual labs are right here? So those are also right here. I'm going to do Smartbook. I'm going to do new assignment. I'm going to pick a chapter and just pick chapter 6. Continue. And now, do you see this is 30 to 45 minutes of reading? That is totally within reason for an AP kid. 30 to 45 minutes. Continue. I'm going to call this chapter 6 Smartbook. This is, we'll start this. Let's see. I want to move forward. We're going to start this Monday. It's going to be due Wednesday. You better take a reading grade. I say you better take a reading grade. Reading, and see there you can share with Google Classroom if that's a thing you do. We assign, and now on their calendar, I just assigned reading with highlighted learning objectives with formative assessment questions. It's on their calendar. It's in their assignments. Done, done, done. I just did it. Okay. Really big deal. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns, positive affirmations? Yeah.
No.
Awesome. I do see in the Q&A 2 questions. Do we have free access? So you can get access to the digital demo, right? To take a look for yourself. I would love that. You do need to email the marketing.mea@mheducation.com. And can the books be downloaded, right? So there is an app that you would use with your students, the Read Anywhere app, that they would use to download it with their accounts, right? So you would use the Read Anywhere app with those students. And we're all about maximum access. So we want the kids to be able to have access at home. If there's any internet access issues, that's a big deal for us, to have kids to have as much access as possible. Awesome. Let's see, we have just a few more minutes, and I think I will show you test creation, because I think that's always a big deal. Let me do this because I want to give my social studies teachers some love, because I can hear them. I hear you. My humanities teachers are complaining. Thomas, you got to show us some love. So let me log out of the science demo, and I'll go over to the humanities account. So APMH. So you'll see this looks just like our national science account, but it's loaded with all of our AP honors and electives humanities courses. Okay. Let's see, I'll go to world history here, and I'll just show you, and you'll see it looks very similar, right? Teacher manual, correlation, teacher support, ebook is right here. Looks very similar to the AP Bio. And that's the same with all of our courses. So if you teach multiple courses, they're going to look, feel, and operate the same. So I do like to show test creation. Again, watch this. Watch the bouncing cursor. So I'm going to go to digital teacher support. I'm going to go here to this on-demand teacher training series. And this is about supporting you in the classroom. Look at this. Creating a test, printing a test, assigning a test. It's right here. In 15 minutes, everything I'm about to do, you can do on your own without me. And these are me recorded. So I think it's really helpful. So let's do this together as a group. So a test is an assessment. Okay, that's number one. So we click the word assessment. We're going to create a new assessment. So we're going to click here, and we're going to click new assessment. And I'm going to type AP World Test. I'm going to write print, right? And we're going to create an assessment. You are going to draw your tests, AP Bio, AP Chem, AP World, AP whatever, from our test banks. Banks. I say the word banks a lot. So we go to question banks. And now look at this. Look at all that. Those are all the test banks that are available for this course. Now, this is one thing I say to teachers, is that you should go up and down these test banks. Okay, I think it's really important that you go all the way to the bottom and you go all the way to the top. You really want to look, because if you taught AP before, you'll know that there are DBQs, there's long essay questions, short essay questions, right? So there's all different styles of questions, and you may want to dip in and out of different styles of test banks. So this is, we'll do AP World History, long essay question, set E. Okay, I'm just going into, there's 3 different ones. We can preview them. And this is question 1. We love this. We add it. This next question I do not love. I'm going to skip it. And this next question I love, I'm going to add it. So I've added 2 questions to my exam over here. Now, Thomas, I want to add a document-based question. No problem. You can go and you can dip in and out of any of these question banks. Okay, so now you can, there's multiple choice. Let me see where the DBQs are. You can scroll in and out of any of these. So document-based, here we go. There's 1 question there. Okay, let's see this question. So these document-based questions tend to be pretty intense. Okay, I love this question. I'm going to add it. So now I have created a 3-question exam, 2 of the shorter essay questions and 1 of the document longer questions. I'm going to save and exit. Okay. And now under my assessments, there's that test right there. Watch this. Shish kebab, print. I call it shish kebab, print. Okay, these 3 dots, and you can print it. And now you can print it with the answer key, print it with write-on lines for the essay. Okay, and here we go, generate PDF. And now here under my downloads, in about 90 seconds, that test will appear. So shish kebab, print. But did you see you can send a copy to any of your colleagues? You can print it, you can assign it digitally, you can edit it, you can preview it as a student, you can delete it. Okay, so a lot of really powerful stuff here. Let's do another one really quick. Assessments, new assessment, AP World. I'm going to call this one digital because I'm going to assign this one digitally. Create assessment from our banks. We're going to go right here, go to multiple choice, boom. And now we're going to preview all, and we're going to go question by question. So I love this question. I'm going to add it. I love this question. I'm going to add it. I'm going to go to this question. I'm going to add it. I don't like this next question. I'm going to go forward. Ooh, I like this question. There's a pretty picture. I'm going to add it. Okay. And I like this question. I'm going to add it. Okay. And now this is my test. Now, one thing I didn't show you is you can add your own question. So right here, plus create new question. And now I'm going to add my own, I'm going to add a true false question. So I'm going to do, is AP World History the best? And question mark. And I'm going to say it is. And I'm going to go to the bottom and save. So I added my own question at the bottom. So these are from our test banks, and I added my own at the bottom. Save and exit. And now here at the top, shish kebab, assign. So now this is all about assigning digitally. Visible, hidden, is it a test grade? Is it a daily grade? What type of category is it? How long do they have to take it? Number of attempts, share with Google Classroom. What feedback are they going to get, right, after they do it? What tools are they going to get on their screen? Do we want to randomize the question order? Often we do in this digital world. Often we do. And then we want to assign it. And now that can be in kids' accounts. Now, I'll say to you, we often want to make things invisible, and we only want to put it in kids' accounts right before they're going to take it. So we often will make things invisible or hidden. And then when kids come into class, we say, take out your notes, look over your notes, put your notes away. And as they're putting their notes away, you can expose that test in their account. And then when class is over, you can pull that test back. So there's a lot of tools like that that you can use. Really, really powerful. Any questions, thoughts, all of that stuff. Yep. Any questions?
There's one in the Q&A.
Yeah.
How can I get access to humanities account for personal development? Shall I be part of a school to have access to this platform?
It really is going to be about, so right now, I'll go ahead and chat these. So this one is the, I don't want to get rid of that. Let's see, boom. Yeah, here we go. So this is, I'm going to go ahead and chat. This is the science one. So this is the science Padlet. So teachers, if you're a science teacher, I just chatted the science Padlet, and the MEA email address is on the Padlet right here. Okay, and they can get you username and password for digital access to the science demo page. And then let me send you the humanities one. This is humanities one, humanities. Did I spell it right? This is the humanities one, and they can send you website username and password for the humanities demo site. It isn't connected to a school. It isn't connected to a school. You know, if you email them, they can help you get access to a demo account. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. One more. What is the shish kebab?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, they're delicious.
I thought you would do that, but I think it's
Oh my gosh.
show
So
that.
when I train, I'm not even kidding you. When I train teachers, I say, anytime you see 3 dots, I call it the shish kebab. So I talk about food all the time. So let's go. I'm going to go into this course. So like, boom, I'm here. And I say, hey, teachers, whenever you see the 3 dots, click them. They're the shish kebabs. First of all, shish kebabs are delicious. And it also opens up menus. So shish kebabs is our way of hiding a menu. So whenever you see 3 dots, so there's 3 dots, 3 dots, 3 dots, it's a shish kebab. You should click it because it's delicious and it shows you a new menu. So this is a shish kebab menu: edit, view scores, copy to classes, share with Google, or delete. But they're everywhere. So like, look, I'm going to go into a chapter. I'm going to go into a chapter of this book, and you'll notice under these chapter assignments, shish kebab. There's shish kebab. It's hiding a menu. So there's shish kebab. Let me think where else there's shish kebabs. Is there shish kebabs in the calendar? Assignments, there's definitely a shish kebab. Roster, yeah, shish kebab. Edit student, emulate student. So if you ever wonder what a kid's account looks like, my friends, you can go emulate a student, right? And that's from the shish kebab. So you go to the shish kebab and you click it, and this is what a kid's account looks like. Guess what, y'all? A kid's account looks a lot like your account, except it's like shrunken down. It's like a junior version of yours. So they have a left gray menu bar. Their ebook is right there. Instead of a teacher support, they have a student support button. So it's just way easier. They have access to the units and the chapters, right? Just like you do, but it's just shrunken down. So shish kebabs are just access to a menu. I want to show you, I just was thinking, I want to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you in my account, Google. I just want to show you how easy it is to link to Google, because I think a lot of people use Google Classroom. So this is my account. You can't link the national account to your Google, so don't try it. Don't try it, my friends. Because of student privacy, we have that capability locked, because we don't want you to link our national demo to your students, because we don't want your students in our national demo and your student access. That's not good. So this is my account, and watch this, teachers. So here's your name. Your name would be up here, and you would go to manage account. You would go to the bottom, and you would literally link to Google one time, the very first time. After you do it the first time, you're done. And after that, every time you would click add to Google, share with Google Classroom. And I've been with teachers that have linked their Google, and after you do it, it literally pops up your Google Classroom. And it's like, what type of assignment is this? And like, it just pushes it out to your kids would never need to really come back in to our McGraw Hill world. So that is a cool feature. And then I want to show you the data you get from Smartbook. So I know I'm kind of a little all over the place, but I want you to understand how really powerful the data you're going to get back from your kids reading. So this is AP Government, but act like it's your course. And this is kids that have done reading and what data you get back from them. So this first page is the kids that did the learning objectives by the due date. So 20 out of 20. They mastered all the learning objectives by the due date. But this is the report you really want to see. This page right here. So look at what it gets you. This is who has started the reading, who's done the reading, who started it, and who's finished it. And you can get their names. Okay, teachers, do you see this? You can get who has started and who is halfway started and who has finished. These two students haven't even started the reading. Okay, big deal. Next page, next report. Who took the longest? Who spent the longest on questions? Who spent the longest reading the book? Okay, Rachel is very quick. Okay, Rachel is very fast in completion time. She's your smarty pants. These two kids are struggling. They took a long time. You need to maybe keep an eye on them for help. They might need your help. Okay, these kids this is about their own awareness or their own confidence level. Okay, Omar, which by the way is me, thinks he's very smart. He's overconfident. I'm actually Omar, I'm not kidding you. But look at this, teachers. This is a report that tells you which learning objectives the kids were struggling with. Okay, this class has 15 students in it, and this is a number of students who struggled with these learning objectives. Are you kidding me? This is incredible information. This is data that you can literally say to the kids, I was looking at our reading. It seems like some of us are struggling with this learning objective. Let's just look at a sample question real quick. Okay, now keep in mind, I know this may not be your course, but let's just look at a sample question real quick. The other thing I didn't show you is, watch this. You want to look at one kid? Let's look at Janet. This is Janet. This is her learning objectives that she struggled with, right? This is great. So someone asked a question. If the student does not get the correct response with the Smartbook being adaptive, does it take the student back to the previous learned concept before being able to progress further? So Catherine, I love the way you're thinking, right? It is actually doing a really sophisticated dance. It is paying attention to 20 different algorithmic data points. It is paying attention to length of time on the page, where the mouse is on the page, correctness of the answer, confidence level in answer. It is really dancing. And it isn't, the learning objectives are not linked, right? It's kind of dancing around, and they can get partial, half, and full credit. So if they answer something correct, but not very confident, it's going to give them partial credit, but not full credit. The other thing I love about Smartbook, get ready. They master an objective. It doesn't believe them. So in 2 or 3 learning objectives down the road, it's going to come back and ask them again and be like, did you just get lucky? Because I'm going to ask you again, because I don't believe you the last time. So the Smartbook is doing this really sophisticated dance of really trying to get you the best data. Really powerful stuff. Like I said, it changes the vocabulary in the room. It changes kids' engagement. It changes their retention rate. Kids also can go back into Smartbook after it's been turned in and use it as a study tool. They can be asked questions. They can get that yellow highlighting, that blue highlighting. It's a really great study tool to study for an exam, because it'll ask them questions that they need, not that their buddy or their friend or their neighbor needs. It asks them questions they need to be successful. So Smartbook is so flippin' good that I sing about it. You don't want to hear me sing at 6 in the morning, but when I train teachers, I'm like, you've got to use this one powerful tool. Now, when I train it, I train teachers and students that the first 1 or 2 should be for credit only. You should just give everyone 100 for trying it, because I don't want anyone to freak out and shut down because it didn't work the way they thought. And then like on the 3rd one, you go, kids, we figured it out. You know Smartbook, I know Smartbook, we all know Smartbook now. Now all bets are off. What your grade is what you mastered by the due date. Because if there's 20 learning objectives and you only master 10 of them and you click submit, your reading grade is going to be a 50. And that was by your choice, by your design. You accepted getting a 50. Any questions? If teacher's account is linked to Google Classroom, those students have to have a license too. Yeah, no, every student has to have a license. So that license is running in the background. Yeah, you can't just sign up for Google Classroom and push things out. Students will need to have a license. Yeah. Yeah, every student has a license. Every teacher has a license. Yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do have and I don't know, Sharish, we do have a digital only back to school special right now through September 30th. And I'm gonna flip my numbers a little bit, but I think it's $59.94, $59.98. It's something like that. It's only digital. It's not the physical book, but I think it's 50, and it's normally like 120, right? So it's almost like 50-60% off. And so and that's for all of this stuff I've shown today. That's a student license. And if you buy for your kids, the teacher license is free. Okay, just an FYI. So that's a digital back to school special. Normally like 120-ish for a 1-year license. Right now, we have a special dispensation. I think it's $59.98, $59.94. I always flip the last two numbers a little bit. But that's a special deal right now. Awesome.
Just check with your distributor or your sales rep, and you can find out the prices in your region as well. So just check with your school, your distributor, and the rep that is in your region. I'm sure they will give you the accurate one. Sorry, just a question about how can we get the certificate of participation? We will be sending it to you on your email.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I don't know. Did you cover this one? It's a good one, Thomas. If the student does not have the correct response with the Smartbook being adaptive, does it take student back to the previous learning concepts where before they were able to progress further?
Yeah, that's the one I covered. So they're not linked. It's kind of doing a dance, and it's kind of keeping all the balls up in the air at the same time. So it's giving credit for each learning objective kind of separately. So it's not linking them all together. It doesn't go back because they're kind of distinct learning objectives. One's talking about cell division and one's talking about, reagents or whatever, and they're kind of separate from each other. So it doesn't force them to go back and relearn a previous thing because they do not build on each other in that way in these courses. Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions for Thomas? I know we're at the end of our time here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Went by really fast, by the way.
It did. Where did that hour go? Remember, 100% alignment. If we have a course, it is there to meet your kids' needs 100% for AP test success. That stand by that 100%. Incredibly proud of the resources that we have for you and your kids to save you time at home and to make the kids successful. So thanks for all you do, teachers, very, very much.
Thank you. And thank you, Thomas, for your time as well. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
And
Sharice will send out these Padlets again.
Yes, I'm going to send it out, in fact, with your certificate of participation and the recording of this webinar. So I can just plug those Padlets as well in the email. But if you have any questions, I've also dropped down our email address, which is marketing.mia@mheducation. If you're looking for the demo login details, or you have any questions, you need to get in touch with a rep, please let me know there.
Thank you.
And we have our last webinar tomorrow, which is for math intervention. We're towards the end, so I'm just dropping the registration link in case anyone has to register for that. But until next time,
Yay.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
Time.
Y'all have a great, what day is it? We're almost done. Just a couple more days in the week. Thank you
Yes,
for all you
that's
do.
right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Take care. Have a great week. Rest of the week.
Bye.
Bye, Thomas. Have a safe flight.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.